Hi, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Behind the Likes. I'm Shy.
And I'm Winter.
You
were going to notice right away. Hey, guys. Welcome to Behind the Likes. I'm Winter, and she's Shy.
Where did you get those little stupid little hands?
Amazon. I'm so mad. You just noticed right away. I was going to adjust my mic. So, I wouldn't even want to wear this fucking jacket.
I was like, what is that little orange thing in her hand? Oh my God, you are so
That was a
funny.
whole plan. I didn't even want to wear this sweater. I just needed to hide my little mini hands.
That
But
is
anyways,
hilarious.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Behind the Likes. I'm Winter.
And I'm Shy.
And we're here in our green.
With our little hand. That was so funny.
Like, hey. Yo, what episode? Oh, we're on episode 11, guys. It's really exciting.
Wow.
Also, we have our friend in the studio for the first time.
Rhythm, shout out to Rhythm.
Hey, Rithy.
She actually moved to LA. Are you excited?
Yes, I'm so excited because I know Shy is tired of me. For sure. She's tired of me. Admit it.
You know, I'm not tired of you. I was just thinking, I was like, oh, Evan's leaving tomorrow. Me and Winter can have our little sleepovers again.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Well, guys, we're going to talk about a lot today. There's been a lot of tea going on in the world. So we're going to break it down. Where should we?
Are we going to start with us first or start with the girl? She don't never want to talk about her.
I know. It's because I
She
just
look hella tan. Honestly, y'all see this tan? She just
Y'all,
came from the... I know, look, Jeff said she looked... He like, hell yeah.
I went to the lake for Labor Day, so I was out there. Y'all, look at the tan on my foot. I don't know if you guys can see it, but...
She always trying to show her feet.
Okay, whatever.
You know what's funny?
What?
Somebody said in a DM, they sent me a picture of your feet and was like, why is she playing with her feet?
Yeah, people be talking about my little fat ass toes quite a bit, but you know, it is what it is. They're making a present to be thankful that it's free, okay?
Mine are all the same length. I heard girls with same length toes got good pussy. I don't know who said it, but somebody did.
They were lying. No, I'm just kidding. So there's a lot going on. Let's start off. First of all, Shy knows, I don't even really want to talk about this, but because you remember the episode where we brought up Chrisean and Blueface, and I was like, I really don't want to be talking about them on the show. But I feel like this was like a super eventful week, and it's just a little much.
I wanted to talk about my week.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot we're talking about ourselves.
Yeah, always.
I don't want to talk about my week.
No, you don't have to talk about your week.
I will. All right,
okay.
go.
No, you don't
Go.
have to.
It's okay. Go ahead.
You guys. Well, my week was great. I've had a good week. Sorry to her. No, I'm just kidding. You never bad week either though. But I've gone to 3 concerts. I've gone to Drake, I've gone to 50 Cent, and I've gone to Beyonce. I know you're sick of hearing about Beyonce, but
No.
I had the time of my absolute life. I talked myself out of some sweets because Evan bought us sweets, and I was like, I'm really a fan of Beyonce. Like, I want to be underneath her vagina. I want to see her sweat. I want it to drip on me. And so we ended up getting floor seats. And I got so fucked up. Messed up. It was insane. We gotta stop cursing this episode.
I know.
It was absolutely insane. I'm like, by the end of the show, I was sitting down. I could not stand up. I was looking at Beyonce like, wow.
There
We're
she
really
is,
here.
my girl.
There my girl go.
Right.
No, I had the time of my life, but in the beginning, I was like, damn, I should have got them sweets. Because, you know, I was just like, why am I running away from the VIP lifestyle?
She
but
doesn't want to be
Beyonce.
bougie, y'all. She wants to be on her hands and knees and sweating next to Beyonce and having Beyonce hit her in the audience. Yeah, y'all should have seen the picture that she posted. If you didn't see it, you really missed out because she was in the backseat, spread eagle, drunk, passed out. And keep in mind, me and both Shy, we can pretty much handle our liquor. So if she's that drunk, you know she had to be gone.
I couldn't, well, look, when I said I couldn't drive, I was like, I can't drive.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when I know I can't drive, I'm like, nah, we're good.
Yeah.
Like, I can't. I was knocked out. My boyfriend was in the, see him in the rear view like this.
Yeah.
Like a goddamn creeper.
Looking crazy as
But
hell.
no, I was like, that was fun. I had a good time.
Yeah, you can't, I did just actually get invited to the Beyonce concert too by my friend, and I'm like, really?
By who?
my homegirl, but I'm just like, but not until like a couple weeks or something in a different state.
Oh, that's
but I'm not a concert person. I don't like concerts at all. People invite me to concerts all the time, and it's not my thing unless I'm backstage.
I'm crying. It's VIP artist pass is different. That is different. It is a different vibe.
Unless I'm backstage, like I just don't like being in the crowd. I don't care about your songs. I could just listen to it on the radio. Like no.
I'm more of an atmosphere. Like I can go anywhere if the atmosphere is fine. If the music is good, if I can get up and down. Like with 50 Cent, we had a suite. It was hella up there. So we went to 50 Cent first, and I was like, I told Evan, I was like, if we have a suite, I don't want to be in it because this is way too far.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that his suite was on the floor level. So I had talked
for
myself
Beyonce.
Yeah, so I didn't know. So he was just like, last minute he was scrambling. He was doing what he thought I wanted, but I was like, should have just went with your move.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I love it. I love concerts. I love the energy. I love the vibe. And I'm like, my man's in music. Why am I not going to more concerts?
Right. You will.
Yeah.
You know.
So your week was fun? Your Labor Day was fun?
My week, well, I haven't really talked too much about, what's been going on with my whole life.
And we don't have to.
I mean, it's fine.
I was saying we could talk about the lake. Yeah. Was it fun?
The lake was fine. It was good.
She was with her family.
Yes, I was with my cousins. I went to the lake, had me a little grand ghetto ball. It was cool. I'm happy to be home. Just like where we were was a little, not ghetto.
I love a good ghetto function.
Not bougie at all, not bougie. But it was cool. I had me a good week, y'all. And we'll tap into my current life on the next few episodes.
Are we still going to your people's house to your people's in...
Oh, in the Bay?
In the Bay?
Yeah, you could still come, yeah. It's up to you if you're going to come or not. I'm for sure going.
Yeah, but you when you get tickets, you got to let me know.
No, I know. I'm going to let you know. So I'm taking Shy back home to the Bay with me, so... Hey.
Take me to all the hood spots.
Yeah. Girl, you might be dodging bullets. But that's pretty much it for our week, I think.
Okay.
Because that's as much as I'm going to talk. I think it's just right now.
It's just, yeah.
Just a lot right now. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So, getting into the Chrisean had her baby gossip. I mean, is it gossip? She went on live to give birth in front of 300,000 people.
Yeah, and now the most recent thing is that Blueface is like, congratulations to Chrisean, first of all. Yeah, congratulations to her. Congratulations
Baby's
to healthy.
So cute. Oh
She's a pretty girl.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
She's a gorgeous girl. But now the new thing is that Blueface is just like, you already in the gym next day. He had 30 people that held my babies, this and that. Like, are you focused on this and that? And I'm just wondering, I'm like, this may come off messed up, but why y'all think that she gonna have common sense now and she ain't had it since she done been in the limelight?
And here's my thing. I do want the best for Chrisean because I see her in a toxic relationship. I've been in toxic relationships that are similar, just like not in the public eye. So I do want the best for her, but sometimes I just be wondering like, who the f- you have around you? Because the smoking while you're pregnant, and then the fact that people try to make excuses for it online because everybody loves Chrisean these days. And the fact that I see so many people sitting there like, it's fine. So I smoked during my pregnancy, beloved. Yeah, I also have a homegirl who smoked and did whatever while she was pregnant. Now her baby's small as f- he don't grow. So yeah, you guys make all these excuses for people because you like them on the internet, but in reality, you're just being advocates for terrible, irresponsible behavior. Yeah. It's weird as at this point how involved people are in their relationship and in their life, especially in her pregnancy, and letting so much shit slide that really it's not okay. I'm sorry, no. It's one thing if you like hitting like when you put weed in like the little pipe or whatever and you're hitting, baby, not backwards, babe. I don't think that qualifies.
Oh, you think it's
like what? No.
I will say I have a cousin who has 5. And I agree with you. One that I feel the exact same way you do is like, at the end of the day, I don't want anything detrimental, anything to happen that will affect my child, my unborn child. I wouldn't want to do anything. I would be afraid to even like drink a little. I would be scared. But she had 5 children and all of them are top scholars. And that girl was smoking, drinking, popping pills, doing everything. I'm like, some people are really just built different. Not saying that is right at all. I'm like, to me, honestly, I'm like, I I love that people have accepted her and have welcomed her because they do understand the toxic situation that she in. But baby girl, you got to take a little bit more accountability too. I feel like it's just like
I just feel like she just has like bad people around her, like supporting these bad decisions, and it's like, okay, well, it's okay. No, it's not. No. If y'all love this girl and care about how y'all say y'all do, y'all would I would never. I quit fucking with a girl because she would not stop drinking and doing drugs during her pregnancy. I literally was like, you cannot be in my life because you're irresponsible and you're weird as for putting an unborn baby in that situation. And like, honestly, like I know a lot of people have their opinions about like Blueface not being at the birth or whatever, but, and like, it's just, to me, it's just so weird because everybody blames the baby mama, Jaden. And they're like, oh yeah, Jaden is hella weird for, you know, being with somebody who...
Why are they always blaming the women?
That's what I'm saying. It's so weird that everybody blames her for everything. And it's like, are y'all not putting y'all act like Chrisean is his number one bitch. This girl been down with him since high school. Since high school. Like this is his real actual bitch. Like his real actual family. Y'all just are hyped up off of the violence and the ignorance that come with the Blueface and Chrisean situation.
Which is insane.
Yeah, why are y'all blaming the baby mama for not being at his son's birth, but wasn't she pregnant with a baby girl and nobody gave a that he was out gallivanting with Chrisean, doing shows and doing all this? So what about when she was pregnant? Why does everybody...
I don't get her hate train. I really don't. I feel like she also, in the sense, they both a little...
but they are both, y'all both done for the same dude. So it's like, why is one getting more love over the other when really they're just as equally dumb? I'm sorry. And I fuck with Jaden's music. I fuck with Chrisean, but I mean,
I love the way you love me.
Hey, I with Chrisean, I mess with Jaden, but I just don't like the cap. Everybody is just so cap these days, and I just can't stand to watch it.
Yeah, I completely agree. I feel like what my mom would say back in the day, is she a little touched, ain't she? I'm sorry, something just ain't there. I don't know if it's the spectrum. I don't know if she's pushing it, but I'm not. I just feel like it's getting a little too normalized.
It's too normalized. It's weird. Why are you in the gym 2 days after you give birth? Your family
ain't even healed.
Your family and friends need to tell you, you need to sit down and relax and nurse your child and be with your baby and bond with this child. Like, this is not a puppy that you all of a sudden have into your life and, oh, I'll teach him how to piss on the puppy pad. No, this is a human being that you are raising and you have to care for. You are now a mother. And clearly most of the people around her who are allowing her to do all of this terrible shit, they shouldn't be babysitting. That's just my opinion.
Like, why did they think the common sense would come the moment after she had a child? Like, I just don't, like, she didn't show, I mean, look, we didn't said a lot about her, but it's just at the end of the day.
Cause, you know, I never really speak on the topic because
she has not wanted to speak on this for a minute.
I don't want to speak on it because I'm not going to be fake, and I'm not going to sit here and lie, and I'm not going to sit here and act like what it is all of this is like okay or normal the way that all of y'all do, because you're sheep and you love to watch this stupid shit and you're too scared to speak about the things that are really wrong with the internet and what y'all let fly and don't let fly because you're pussy, but I'm not. So I guess we talked about it.
But I'm not. Yeah, no. I mean, I always support women's rights and wrongs, but she's doing a lot. She's doing a little too much.
But congratulations, her baby is beautiful. And I just hope that she
what's crazy?
Down a little bit.
This woman on TikTok recently got, she was getting, what's it called? When she was just getting chastised because she said, I just pray for a healthy baby. And they were like, well, what about the people who don't have healthy babies? So you're talking about ableist? Like, girl, please shut the hell up. Like, I can't say nothing.
For real.
Because that's what I'm going to pray for, too, a healthy baby. Yeah. Did you see recently that gender reveal gone wrong where the pilot died?
Yes, that was crazy.
That was insane.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was that RIP to that pilot. I would be so mad if I died off of somebody else's baby. What? Like, this is not even my life.
Would you have a gender reveal?
Yeah.
What would you do? I would do something hella simple.
I would do something hella cute. I'm not doing simple. No.
I'm doing something simple. I'm like Bijan's when I did the box for her. It was so adorable. It was like, you know.
I'm actually planning one of my close friends' gender reveal currently.
Who pregnant?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Oh my, so you gonna have a gender? Wait, I can help you with that. I'm good with decorating stuff.
I'm planning it, her gender reveal, and like I'm just like, oh my God, I can't wait.
You could just copy and paste mine. Mine was good.
Yo, you know what's hella funny? I've been lying to the internet saying that I have a new son, and people really believe it.
Wait, when did you lie?
For fun, apparently. I just started.
She's a liar, a cheater, a deceiver.
I just started telling little lies because like on live, because I just think it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And I was joking when I said it, and I thought it was so obvious, but then I saw it on like some TikTok blog pages like, yeah, Winter announces she just had a baby and had a son. I don't have no damn baby, y'all. I'm lying.
I'm lying.
I'm lying.
I'm a liar. Yeah, no, honestly, I think that's a good idea, though. You could just say a few little lies. Like, what's it, 2 truths and a lie?
Yeah.
Like,
y'all
we should
lie
play
all the
that
time.
game.
Oh, 2 truths and a
truths
lie.
and a lie.
That is a good game. Y'all, we've been trying to think about like what games we want
Let's
to
have
play.
an example. Let's play one.
Okay, go. I knew you was going to try to make me go first. 2 truths and a lie. 2 truths and 1 lie.
Okay.
This is hard. I'm not smart enough for this.
I'm good at math. Mm-hmm. I lost my virginity at 17. Mm-hmm. I never went to Cabo.
You didn't lose your virginity at 17. You lost it at 16.
Wrong.
Am I right?
No, you're wrong. I'm not good at math.
I was going to say you're not good at math, but then I was like, you kind of do be adding stuff fast because of your job. So
I add money quick. That's it. And then I still be, look, I'd be like,
yeah.
Y'all, yes, I do work. I am a bartender and I do work in the club. So when y'all be in the bar, I be like,
oh my God.
You look familiar. I be like,
right. No, she just actually texted me the other day and was like, these 5 girls came up to me at the bar and was like, what did they do? It was 5 of them, y'all.
I was like, why are they in sync? They were like, they walked up to me and they were like, I love your podcast. And I was like, thank you. And they was like, we love Winter. We were like, and then one girl was like, tell Winter, she our black queen. She did it first. And then the 4 girls behind her did like this. And they left it at that. They didn't tell me bye or nothing. They walked off like this. I was like, bye.
Right, like what? No, y'all are funny. We actually love meeting y'all.
I loved everything about it. I love meeting them too. I love it when it's like for the podcast. I'm like,
yes, I love that because you guys really just be out here listening.
Yeah, y'all be out here listening.
Oh, let
us
know. I had a thought today. Let us know if you guys want to have a live show in LA and yeah.
Somebody actually gave a really good idea when we were talking about yesterday. Because we be reading y'all DMs. We were talking about last episode, that we want to start doing like girly pop stuff, like aunties, and like have like little dinners or like little lunches or something like that. Mm-hmm. I think it would be so cute to like rent out like a little, she was like, I think it would be so cute to like rent out a little restaurant for like a brunch or have something cute like that. Like to have food with it. Because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going somewhere where they just talking and they don't got nothing. Nah. I don't want to go to all
we
that.
We should do that.
Isn't that cute? Have a little mimosa
but how we going to make money?
Like that. Oh, I don't know about that.
We selling tickets?
We could, yeah, of course we would sell tickets, but like, yeah.
That'd be cute and fun.
That's cute. Like just something like a cute little girly brunch.
Maybe it could be something like, okay, we'll talk about this off camera.
Yeah.
There's also been a lot of stuff going on this week. Let's talk about Erica Mena calling Spice a monkey. I had no other way to lead into that, but we got to talk about it, y'all.
Okay, so the way I feel about it, I think she should have known better. I understand. I think she should have 1,000% known better. And I understand in the heat of the moment, you just saying some shit that you know will hurt. But it's just like, I watched the whole thing. First of all, the bitch strong as hell. She done flipped the whole table over.
Yeah. She scares me. Actually, not really. I'll knock her head off, but.
Yo, look, I was like, that's why you want to talk about Chrisean? I go head to head. But,
what?
I would be like, look, I don't want no trouble, but I see if I could do it. But I do think that like she should have known better in that moment. I do feel like did you see what Jess Hilarious said? She was like, what if she thinks she really look like a monkey? There are some people like I got called.
Oh my God, Jess Hilarious. Okay.
She always having something to say. She is, but I mean, we technically in the same boat now.
Let me say.
We always got to have something to say.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. But here's my thing. And this is real. You are calling a black woman a monkey and making ooh, sounds. How is that there were so many things you could have said. Yeah. You could have said you look like a dumb, dusty ass Smurf. You could have said so much things. You could have said you bad Bill. You could have said anything. You don't know what to say. You can't think of any other. I thought you can't handle my mouth. Remember her back in the day, Lil saying you can't handle a bitch mouth like me or whatever. Mm-hmm. Girl, I'm sorry. That's like when a white person like says the hard ER. And it's like, well, I just was saying it because I was mad. No, you say that because you feel that way. Yeah. That's because in my mind, I would never just call no bitch a monkey in an argument. Yeah. Like that's not gonna be my first thing. I'm gonna say other things, but I'm not going. So clearly you feel that way and clearly you be talking like that behind closed doors.
Yeah.
And I mean, I definitely think she should have got fired for it. But I mean, what can we expect from these people who are like this?
I feel like the firing was because they got backlash from it. If they wouldn't have gotten any backlash, if it would have blown over, I don't think she would have. I don't think Mona Scott would have fired her. I don't think that they would have had. She would have had the same consequences as, because everything is brought to social media and everybody does have this like their opinions on it. So I don't think that she would have got fired. I think that it would have. She obviously has said stuff like that in the past before. I didn't even know Erica had a 17-year-old son.
Oh yeah, I didn't know about that. Okay, here's also my thing. With their argument that they got into, I definitely feel like Spice was in the wrong.
Yeah.
But then it's like when you're in an argument and if the other person is clearly in the wrong, just stop there and let them be wrong. Because if you add fuel to the fire, then it's like, okay, but bitch, you're making it worse. I mean, I'm not saying that I practice this. I'm just saying it is a true thing. Like, because now it's like, even though she was dead ass wrong,
away from the situation.
You could have left with that. But now, girl, you're out of a job. You look racist and colorist as hell. And you could have just shut your big ass trap and not called somebody a monkey. Come on, it's 2023.
Yeah,
you don't know to not call a black woman a monkey. Like, what? That is insane.
I got called an albino monkey before.
Because it fits. I'm sorry.
And this one girl's like, you look like an albino bullfrog. They'll say all the same shit to me, but just put albino in front of it. I'm like, now why you say that? That kind of hurted me.
A bullfrog. I'm crying. Nah. But I mean, that's just a whole situation. I mean, it is what it is. She deserved to get fired. But
so you think so?
Yeah, I do think so.
I don't
think that's okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's okay either, but I don't think she should have got fired. I think there could have been like some type of reprimand to where it was like, okay, like, I mean, I don't like how basketball players get put up a few seasons. Don't they get paid? I mean, per episode? How they get put up?
Yeah.
Like, maybe not, you're not going to get paid for the next 3-4 episodes because you need to know that this racist shit isn't okay.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if it was because, Mona Scott was like, I'm getting too much backlash, or if she was like, I am a black woman and I don't think that anybody should be calling a black woman a monkey on my show.
Yeah.
So I don't know why she didn't say why. They're probably never going to say why.
They edited. They seen that. They seen that from the jump. They edited. They should have known from the jump. Like, nah, you're done after this. So it would have been some backlash and some news. So I mean,
yeah. Also, another crazy thing that's been going on. It's just been so much crazy shit going on this week. Like, honestly,
it really has.
The Brickface girl.
Yeah.
The girl who got hit in the face with the damn brick.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
What's your opinion?
My opinion on Brickface girl is that what she was saying the moment, and I have probably a different opinion, and it sounds crazy, but like, of course, no one should be chastised for, like, no one should be hurt.
Yeah.
For
nobody should be physically attacked.
No one should be physically attacked for not giving their number out. But I had seen prior videos of her like randomly walking up to people and walking up to this white man and slapping him. And she does controversial shit all the time just to get clickbait. And then I just feel like it'll bit you back in the ass.
Also, I did see a video of a man that was there basically saying like, no, like she was starting trouble. That's why we were sitting around. I think she's Somali. I think she's Somalian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said she sold Molly. I was like, no. Drug dealer.
Yeah, she sold Molly at the club.
I was like, she was lit.
No, I think she's Somali. So, okay, let me tell y'all the first time I ever saw a video from that girl. Because I've seen a video from her before she just got, a little bit known because of this brick thing. I saw a video of her, basically, it was like when all my backlash was going on about like mixed stuff. And she had made this video just spreading just ignorant ass information about mixed people. So already I didn't like the bitch.
Oh, so look.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I responded and stitched the video and I was like, no shade to you, but like, girl, she tries to be like a big advocate on TikTok for black women and she'll like sit there and like do her little rants or whatever. But I don't know. It's weird to me because like I think she's like trying to present herself as like a black American woman or whatever. But I mean, it's clear she does look like she's I think she's Somali. I think that's what they said it was. But it's just interesting to me because I don't know. I'm not going to say it. I might get canceled.
Say it.
It's bad. It's not really bad. It really is true though.
Say it.
But like she just be saying hella ignorant ass shit. And it's like, I feel like within her community, people are really racist and actually don't like black American people. And it's like, you're trying to do all this fake weird ass groundwork for like black Americans. But like the community that you are a part of has so much work that it needs to do itself. Why are you sitting up here yapping your trap about
You feel like it's just not genuine?
Yeah,
She's
but
not
you're
genuine.
trapping being hateful. She's hateful. Like, she spreads hateful shit. Like, she spread hateful videos about mixed people. She goes up to random white people in the street, smacking them in the face, and then tries to play it off as some, like, racial, like, hero.
So, you know what's crazy that you said it might not be canceled, but I feel like sometimes other races, like, who, like, I'm just saying it too. I feel like sometimes Mexicans are like Hispanic people can come off prejudice as well. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, sometimes they people do feel superior. People want to be black until it's time to actually be black, and like they want to agree with our culture, but just when it comes time to it, it's just like shit on it.
Well, I think that especially...
I don't know anything about her race. Sorry. The Samoa girl.
I know some about it because I have like African friends, and like I know that their families like do not like Black American people. Like that is a thing. They don't like Black American people. And obviously it probably has to do with like, you guys don't remember in school, like you have like an African student or African friend, and they would be talking to African booty scratcher, and they would talk about them like, you know, they're not like a Black American person. So, you know, it's like it is a whole thing there. Like, people know that there is like racism and like weird shit, because like even though your skin is black, like it is a lot of African people who are like, I'm like superior to you, like y'all are ignorant and blah blah blah. So I already know that that's like a real thing. Oh yeah, that was spoken about a lot on TikTok too. I remember, I'll never forget, one of my friends was African, and we picked up her dad for the first time. I'm about to bring it up. What? Something. You know what I'm... Well, we picked up her dad for the first time. He's African. And so we picked him up from the airport. I go with him. I'm like, she's like, this is his first time like coming to America. So he sees like a transgender woman, like a woman that's like, I mean, a man that's like dressed up as like a woman, but it wasn't, I don't know, they was a cross-dresser?
Yeah, a cross-dresser. Back then, I was in like elementary school. And I'll never forget it. He was like, he looked at her and was like, why would that man want to be a woman? And he did like this. He was like, a woman? Yeah. And at my young age, I was like, why he shitting on women like that? Like, what's wrong with wanting to be a woman? At the end of the day, at that young, I knew that, and I was like, oh, he's talking about some gay shit.
I don't know, but even why I even brought that up was because I saw the Somali guy, and he had made the TikTok video, and he was like, in our community, she is like a troublemaker. She be starting hella shit with people. Yes, because obviously,
where does she live?
I don't know, but clearly somewhere where there's a community of Somali people. I don't know, Philly? I don't know. Where do they be? I don't know. I really don't know, y'all. Please.
In LA, we got like little Armenia.
Yeah, I have no idea. Please don't call me ignorant. I'm just not that educated on the subject, but I don't know. But I mean, I already know. I already didn't like her, and I didn't want to see her lumped up looking like Martin from that one episode. But I mean, you can't go around hitting random people and think that your karma will not come back one day and bite you in your ass.
What I didn't like, with the video that I seen, I didn't like, she was still in the street and she was still yelling. She was just like, all these black men around didn't help me. First of all, they probably seen what you were doing from the jump, and it's just like, sometimes, I'm not saying it's right either, because I in those moments, if I were to see something, I'd be like, I would come to a woman's defense. But in certain moments, it's just like,
if you egging on a situation, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, I'm not about to put myself in harm in the defense of someone that's completely like just
dead wrong.
And
also, like, I think that it's like, it's just not right to sit there and because she sparked up this whole conversation about how black men do not protect black women.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's just like,
I'm like, you're sparking up this whole conversation, which, okay, that conversation can be sparked up, but are you spreading false information, like, and like shitting on these guys or who are there or whatever the case, because you were egging some situation on?
She might be Jessie Sommelier. She might have did it herself.
Sommelier, bitch, what is that? I don't know, but I don't think she deserved to get hit. Obviously, physical violence is never the answer, but I didn't like her. I just don't like people who talk mess about mixed people, and like, I obviously have to see it. I'd be unfollowing people who, even if they're like my mutual like TikTok friend or whatever, if I hear you say a video being ignorant about my race, I don't give a fuck if you're addressing it towards me or not. I'm gonna unfollow you. Just how if you follow somebody who is talking mess or saying like slick little microaggressions about black people, you're gonna unfollow them, because this is who you are. This is like whatever. So I remember, you know, Ray Monte?
Who? Oh yeah,
the funny one. Ray Monte. we were like mutuals on TikTok, and he had made some video and he had said something, and I unfollowed him.
What did he say?
I don't even remember what he said.
His whole personality is just so sassy.
I actually really like his personality, but I remember seeing him make some video like about mixed people, and I unfollowed his ass. And I just recently went to my DMs and saw he had a DM me, and he was like, why the fuck you unfollow me or some shit? And then I tried to click his page and I was blocked. I'm sorry, I don't care.
Do you have any celebrities that actually have blocked you before?
Probably. I don't know.
Okay.
Probably. Why? Who's blocked you? You was talking shit, huh?
I wasn't, and that's the thing about it. I'm really not a troll. I do not talk under people's comments.
Who blocked you?
Drea.
Oh.
I love her too.
And we be around her in LA.
I've been around her so many times. I wanted to be like years ago.
Why'd she block you?
I wanted to be like, girl, unblock me because I love her. But remember when she had blamed Drea years ago? She had this like YouTube thing she was trying to start. I've been wanting to start YouTube for years too. So she was doing this like thing called Blame Drea. I remember I was like, I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start doing these. I tagged Clark. I said underneath one of her like Blame Drea episodes or whatever, I was like, this is what I want. I was like, at Clark, this is what I want to start doing. But don't watch this episode. This shit boring. This one boring. But I didn't know that she
Well, that's liable to get you blocked, I will say.
I loved her. People used to be like, you kind of look like Drea. I was like, we twins.
Okay, girl, you a mess. Yeah, you can't comment things like that under people's posts. That's
I didn't think
that's
a
DM.
But you know what's crazy though? Now, like I read every single comment. I'd be like, she ain't gonna read this one. I'm like, this one's boring, but I want to do the same thing. Unblock me, Drea.
I be reading my comments. I be reading damn near all my comments and
sometimes
my DMs.
they do get overwhelming. I'd be like, let me just read a few of the top ones and call it a day.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I be kind of in my own business a little bit, but yeah, that's
but
funny.
Should be.
I don't think have I been blocked by celebrities? Probably bitches beefed out with me over a dude or something like that. I don't know. I don't pay no mind because I don't pay these men no mind either.
I seen the girl that I got into it with at the party at Beyonce's thing.
No.
And I felt horrible too.
Why?
I was like, I'm just like, oh, look at me. I got beef with somebody.
Look, I got beef at the Beyonce concert.
But I don't want beef. I want to be like, girl, my bad. We was just a little.
No, you don't need to apologize. She needs to apologize because she's the weirdo. So don't be trying to be nice.
Okay.
But anyways. How did you, y'all, oh my gosh.
What?
And then the Young Blue thing. So much happened this week.
Yeah.
It feels like 3 weeks
Young
in
Blue
one.
out here embarrassing his wife. I didn't even know that man was pregnant. I mean,
Pregnant? No.
I didn't even know that man had a wife.
First of all, I don't even really know who he is like that. I know that one song, This Ain't Time Else. That's him, right?
I know that. Didn't Boosie endorse him?
That's how I know. I saw something about him arguing with Lil Boosie online, but I don't know. So I saw the video of the girl from Philly, like,
first of all,
I don't even care. I'm gonna just put him on blast.
I watched the video too, and first, she looked messy. I'm sorry. She looked messy. She looked like she looked like that type in high school that had them hot Cheetos and was going around school beating on lockers.
Right. Like, you know what it is to me? I just hate a bitch who just be so excited to mess with a celebrity. Yes, it is so corny. I just freaking, oh my God. This is a little off topic. There's this trans girl in LA. Her name is like Lila or some shit. And she stays putting men on blast for like dealing with her, dating her, sleeping with her. And actually, I agree
with that one.
Yeah,
trans ones.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Agree with what?
Put them on blast.
No, don't. Because you're a weirdo and you're a clout chasing like the dudes like won't even say anything. Like some dude DM'd her and was like, oh, hey, how are you? Like, where are you from? And she gonna put it on blast. You're a weirdo. You're a weirdo.
I don't agree with that. Putting shit on blast.
She put Kevin Gates on blast for like sleeping with her. And it's like, why are you putting these people on blast? Like she put Tyga on blast. She's just a strange, weird bitch. Like I know this girl. She used to be friends with.
Who? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she used to be friends with her. So she would like be around and like get her lashes done. And I'm just like, you're a weirdo. Especially in LA, you can't be doing shit like that because you will not be around nobody. Like,
see, you had me in the first half because I agree. I don't put nobody on blast, but I feel like with the transgender stuff, I would like to know.
But she's just, I mean, I would like to, I don't really think it's my business.
It's not my business because I'm obviously, I don't care, but it's just like, I knew he liked it.
I mean, you know obviously, it's like if things are like passed around like telephone through friends or whatever, that's one thing. But you're getting on a podcast, clout chasing, like
I don't agree with that.
Okay, and then it's like you're trying to tear somebody down for dealing with trans women. It's like, okay, so what you think that's something bad that you got to put them on blast for that? Like, girl, you're a part of the trans community. Like, do you see how that contradicts itself?
I can see that.
It's just weird.
I would like to know. I remember like if they still have the.
What?
If they still have this area, They be, when they be like, yeah, the penis.
Are you scared to say penis? This area.
They have that area when they still like with their trans, but they still have that. I like to be like, yeah, he was sucking it too. I'd be liking to know.
Oh
that.
yeah, no, I do.
I would love to know that type of tea.
I do. We do hear all that tea, but it's like I'm not gonna get on the internet and put them on blast for doing what they want to do.
I don't agree with Hot Cheeto Girl talking about Young Blue. I don't agree with that situation. I don't agree with that.
That was just dumb.
That was corny. It was lame, and it was just like the way she was even talking about it. Like just like
I mean, it was hilarious. It was funny to me.
It was funny for sure, but it was just like, girl. I feel like there's a certain etiquette when certain type of men get in your DMs and women be wondering why they still stuck down here is because it's like they know what type of person you are. They know what type of bitch what you gonna be doing.
You put him in on blast and stuff for DMing.
That's
you.
not cool.
Corny,
it's weird. It's
loser.
Corny. It's lame.
It's like you ain't never had nothing before. I can just always tell.
What it is. You ain't never had nothing before. You ain't never had no type of attention before. And the moment you do, you gonna be like.
And that's how I feel about the Lila girl or whatever in LA. It's like, girl, you could just tell you ain't never had shit before because you excited because a man asking you where you from. Baby, pack it up and find some damn etiquette. And if you're gonna be a bitch, be a real one. I'm just saying.
Is she pretty?
Yeah, she cute. She all right.
Pretty like a tree.
She's white. She's like a little cute white girl, whatever. I'm like, ugh, gross. Thirsty ass. But anyway.
Jeffree Star, he be saying stuff, but he don't be putting people on blast. He be like, yeah, football player, baseball player, basketball player.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Jeffree Star's not putting nobody on blast. Like, you feel me? Like, it's called etiquette. It's like, you know, just like, don't be a weirdo. Just don't be a weirdo. Especially it's like, some people don't want their full-blown business out there. So people don't want to be outed. You know, even if Kevin Gates is doing this or Tyga's doing that or whoever is doing this, okay, let them. Like, why are you putting them on blast? Like, you know?
I feel like when men be like hella freaky, they eventually gonna, like when that Lovin', it was Black Ink Crew, he was like, he be getting pegged.
Oh yeah, 4. But see, that's my thing. I don't care if you into that. Like, I really don't mind it. I want you to be that nasty, so.
You would peg a guy?
I don't know about that. But I would stick something up there.
You lying? I would. I don't even want my man bending.
I put an anal plug in a man's butt.
You've done that before?
I have not, but I would. I would.
Now, what if he be like, ooh?
I would love that.
You would peg somebody.
Rhythm in the back just said she would peg somebody.
Bro, her dildos be this big. I'm sorry. I'm scared of all of that. I don't want to deal with none of that.
Okay. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. I seen this one toy there. You put it on your knee and like, so.
What?
So a guy, wait. So you put it on your knee. I don't know. Somebody, it's a dildo on your knee and you sit on it. And I don't know.
Why wouldn't I just sit on his actual penis?
I don't know.
That's weird. IDK. No, I do have like quite a few sex toys, but that's just because me and one particular person, I really don't do, it's just me and this one particular person that I've been dealing with for years, just nuts. We're just nuts. We're sick. We're sick in the damn head. But I hope I find another man like that because I'm done with him.
Good. Yeah. Good for you. Where them hands at?
Yo. Yeah, it's been a very eventful week, y'all, but I mean, you know, we're pushing through, we're striving. It's just so much tea and so much drama. And I just keep learning about so much stuff. Even though I don't follow blogs, I don't keep
I'm following.
I can't do it. It's just too much like oversaturating my brain. And like, I don't know. I just don't need to know everybody's shit. You know?
I feel like we have to now. Because I stopped following for a while too. Because I'm like, this is just toxic. All of this like information that I'm getting that I don't even necessarily need. When we both started this podcast.
Here she go, moving the damn table with her damn toes. Y'all.
When we both started this podcast, we were like, we don't really want to talk about other people's shit. We don't want to, it's like, we were going to think of a whole segment of like, ain't our business, but we got to speak on it. Like just stuff like that. But it's like, we do have to like talk about these current events because y'all do want our opinions on stuff. Yeah. And it's just like, but it sucks that we have to, but it's just.
Like overexpose ourselves. Like I just saw this video on TikTok and it basically was this girl who took like a year off of social media. And she was like talking about how many things like positive, like how much positive things that it like did for her. She looked like a different person. Like she looked healthier, happier, like just like I was astonished and I was just like, I wonder how my life would go if I like took a long break.
Y'all, when she took that break on TikTok for like
3 months,
3 months.
It was almost 4.
She would come to my house and be like, let's just go outside, be one with nature. Like literally.
I really would.
I'm like, girl, you don't even like the beach. You don't even like the beach. She be sending me little random TikToks. I'm like, how'd you get this?
Yeah.
Where'd you find this?
Yeah. I did, but it felt good. When I took that little like 3-4 month hiatus off of What you doing? What are you doing? Don't ever look at your phone ever again.
We can't do nothing.
I know,
no
it's
more.
strict as hell around here.
It's strict as hell.
No, but when I took that little break, like it really did feel good. And there is at some point in my life, I do want to take a break all the way. Like no Twitter, no Instagram, no TikTok, and just like see what it could possibly do for me, because I've been on social media for so many years and I've just been somebody who like so many people have opinions on. And I just want to like go move some random place for 6 months and just like be one with the world.
Be off the radar. I feel like that will happen because I feel like the older I get sometimes, I feel like the more stuff that we have to do. Like I wasn't on TikTok for a minute just because I was so busy. And I feel like one day when we get busy with like life and all these other things we have to like kids, husband, cleaning, all this other stuff. Like we're not cleaning. I know. That's what I feel like equate men to being like marriage. But I feel like we won't have as much time for stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
that's true. That is true for sure. I mean, if that even is in the cards for me, I don't even know. Honestly, I really don't.
She don't want to talk about it, but she won't talk about it. Let's me and you talk about it. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm okay. Okay. So basically, you guys remember I had basically had somebody come back into my life that I've been on and off with for many years. And we were, trying to figure it out and make it work. And it just, it just wasn't working. And I was like, okay, I'm done with this. And then he kind of like came back and was like, I miss you so much. Like, I love you. Like, I bought you this. Like, can you see me? And like, I was like, okay, maybe I will try a little bit more.
Yeah.
And literally last night, I just like heard so much stuff about him from like a girl that he had dealt with before. And it was just like an eye opener.
Did you know that did she know that you dealt with him?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure. But we just like we talked about, I'm pretty sure. I forgot how it came up. We were drunk. But it was just like a whole thing. And it just like, I just learned so much about just how he moves with so many different women. And I know that he moves greasy as hell, like amongst different women. But I feel like he's kind of like kept me out of all of that drama in a sense. Like I ain't never had no girl DM me or like, like try to fight me or like anything like that. Also, I think it has to do with me and how I keep it so private. Like I don't even post hints about the man. Like I will not do it. But
you ain't even posting the hand for a soft
No, I ain't even posting the hand because man got too many tattoos. It's just, I know I'll get caught up. Like, but I don't know. I was speaking to my therapist because, once that man came back into my life, I had to just get back on my therapy because I just had to figure it out.
Wait, you started when he came back?
Yes.
I hate him.
I had taken a long break from my therapist, but when he came back, I just was like trying to navigate all these emotions of like, I do really love this person. I do want this to work. And I'm happy that he wants it to work too. And he knows that this is something real and genuine. But it also is like, it's just hard dealing with that type of man. It's hard dealing with that type of man, and it's hard dealing with a busy man, and it's hard dealing with somebody who, has dealt with so many other people. It's like,
especially in such a small city like LA.
This is only one city, bro. Like, this is only LA. And it's just like, I don't know, it just makes you sad. Because it's like, I mean, I even said it. I went off on him last night and I was like, it's crazy. It's like, I feel like you're a different person than the person I fell in love with, because I feel like you have watered yourself down because of how many hoes and how many bitches you have fucked with.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I do feel that way.
I honestly think it's not just him that's a different person. I feel like it's you. And I think you're on this upward trajectory that he just has. He's stayed where he's at, and you are the one that's leveling up. You're the one that's doing good for yourself. And I feel like this happened for a reason. And I feel like it's good that this happened, because you have surpassed him. You know what you want. You're older now. You're grown. You don't have to deal with the same shit that you've dealt with before. And it's just like, I think it's a great thing. I think that you're figuring out this may be the closure that you needed in this relationship. Yeah,
I mean, because I do feel like over the years, like, when we would like get back and then have our fallouts, it was like I never really had my closure. And he even made comments like, well, I never wanted us to have closure. Like, I wanted us to eventually like come back and like work it out, which is messed up, because for years I wanted closure. I was like, I want to just leave this and dead it, because it would be something in the back of my mind that every time I was dating a new man, I would compare them to him. Does he make me laugh the way, the way he does? Does he make me, do we have as good conversations? Do we have as good sex? Like, do we have as good chemistry? And I was always comparing every single man to him, because I never had closure. And now that like he came back into my life, I do agree. I am a different person. Like, I wrote it down in my journal and I was like, it's just crazy, because I was like, I think 24 or something when we first started messing around. And like, I just feel like I don't want to tolerate things. I don't want to put up with anything to just be able to say, oh yeah, so-and-so is my man.
And you don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to do that.
But I feel like a lot of women do that because they like to say, oh, this person is my man. Oh, this person bought this for me. Oh, this person did that for me. And it's like, yeah, I could thug it out. Like all of y'all, I could thug it out and be a dummy. But it's like, that's not who I am. Like, and
they're probably secretly miserable because I mean that doesn't equate to love.
But you know that. Come on,
that,
you know that. That's it is. That is what it is. Like,
it is hard in the beginning too because it's like even with my relationship now in the beginning I would still compare to my ex because I was with him for so long. So that is normal. But then when you really like get into your own chemistry with this person, it's just I don't even think of that anymore. I have love for my ex to where I want him to be happy.
Right.
Like, you know, some people like, go wish you well in hell. I don't. I want you to be happy. I want you to be successful. I wish the absolute best for you. It's because I'm so far removed from that situation. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like at first, like when I just ended it this time, like at first I was like, look, I'm going to always love you. I'm going to always be here for you. And I would really, I just want us to be friends. But I don't want to be with you. Yeah. I'm different now. Like, I'm different. I want a grown-ass man who do grown-ass man shit. And it's like, even though you're grown in age, it's like, you are still doing things.
He's stuck at 24.
And you're still doing things in moving ways where it's like, I'm not tolerating that. It's like you dealing with also little ass girls who is fine with that. So when you come over here and I'm a grown ass motherfucking woman who need grown woman shit, you still fucking with shorty who is me 6 years ago. Yeah. Like, you know, like it's just, I don't know.
He can't handle who you are today, and that's just what the fuck it is.
I mean, yeah, it sucks. It does suck. It's hard, but that's what I was gonna say. I was saying at first, I was like, I want to wish you well, and I love you, and I just hope that we could just be cool. But then, like yesterday, I was like, no, fuck you, go to hell. You're dirty, and you're a community dick, and I hate you, and never speak to me again.
You can't be friends with somebody like that. Not now. You just can't. Maybe you can't. I mean, honestly, you can't.
I do want us to eventually be cool, but I feel like I need to have like my emotions fully have been removed. Like, because now it's like, even with my other ex, like for years I was like, I'll never be able to be his friend. But now it's like, I'm fine with being your friend. I'm fine with not sleeping with you. I'm fine with us not hooking up when we see each other. But I'm just not there yet with this relationship. And I'm like, hopefully, you know, I do get to that point one day. But
I feel like you on that path. You're on the right path right now because this isn't, you know that this isn't what you want. This isn't what you want to deal with. And I feel like when you remove all that toxic shit from your life, another door open and a better one is going to open, you know?
Well, I needed to hurry up and open because honestly, I'm tired.
No, you need patience.
I know.
You need to have patience. I needed to open.
I know. It's just like annoying, like just dating in LA and just dating when you're in like a certain industry and deal with men in their own industries. It's just like everybody's just on bullshit. Like, you know, it's hard to find your person. People don't even want to be real no more. They don't want to open up no more. Nobody wants to be vulnerable in love anymore. And I find myself being like that now too. And it's like, damn, like I just can tell that I'm like this closed off person in love and in dating. And I used to be so open and such like a hopeless romantic. And it's like, I've just become like everybody else, you know?
Yeah, that's sad.
Is it?
That it's not because I mean, you are still, I feel like, sorry.
It's okay. She loves kicking this little thing around, y'all.
It is sad, but I feel like where you're at right now is such a good space to be at. Even though you don't see it right now, I feel like it's a good space. I feel like you are deciphering what you will and will not put up with anymore. Because back then, even with me, for instance, I would put up with some shit just to say I'm in that situation. Right. Now, look.
Yeah.
Pack
it up. Oh yeah, you know I'm good for. I blocked them last night. Bye. Toodles.
No. It is. I feel like you're in such a great space, and I just don't think you see it yet. But I feel like the closer that you get to like being more one with you, I know it sounds so crazy, like one with touching grass and shit, but it's just like being more one with you. You will find that person who wants to be one with you too. Yeah. And I feel like the more. Evan be getting on my nerves, but I wouldn't see myself doing life with nobody else. And I really can't, and I would be hurt. You never know how shit turns out, so I'm not ever going to like, you know. Yeah. But I just have so much faith where we at right now. I wouldn't want to do it with nobody else, but it's just hearing all of my friends' stories. It'd be like, damn, I don't even want to go out there.
Honestly, no, and that's the crazy thing. Like when I be in like a relationship, I'm like, I don't want to go back to the streets.
Yeah, I don't want to go to the streets.
But I mean,
but I feel like sometimes women in my situation too. will put themselves in a situation like this and deal with a lot of shit because they don't want to go there.
Go back to the streets.
Go back to the streets.
Yeah.
And it's just like and this is why me and Evan are locked in low key, because he know, and I know too. It's just like, we are both want each other.
Yeah.
But at any moment, if you fuck up to a point where I feel like I don't want to do this no more, I'm out.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, no, I know.
I can't be scared to like lose you if you cross me too far.
Exactly. If you do too much to me.
Yeah. I've definitely feel like there's a lot of women who are like, I'm not going to leave him because I don't want to be single and have to go find somebody else.
I don't want to do that again, but I still look great.
I mean, I hate dating even now. Yeah. Like, I'm like, I don't care about how many siblings you have, your favorite color. It's just like, I just don't care.
My favorite color, tequila. How big is your dick?
Right. That's the real questions. No, but I don't
want to go back to that either, though. My friend was telling me the other day, she was telling me the situation. She went on one date with this guy, and he kept asking like real sexual shit. Ugh. And I'm like, the quickest way to talk yourself out of some pussy is to ask about it.
Yes.
Please.
Shut up. Oh my, I hate that too. Oh my God. I hate that. Just when men are hypersexual and we don't even have that relationship. Like, you never even got in the coochie. Why are you so hyper fixated on this? Or like, if a guy sends you like hella nasty ass like memes and TikTok videos and Twitter videos, I'm just like, how old are you?
How old are you?
Like, you need to get a nut off. You know, Finsta, you don't have a Finsta. I have a Finsta. I don't know how many of y'all know what Finsta is, but people be on Finsta acting horny as hell.
What is Finsta? Oh yeah, wait, you told me about it.
It's like a fake Instagram page. You like choose a like little name and you have like friends that are like, I guess like in your same like circle in your industry. So there's a lot of people, like there's a lot of big celebrities with Finstas and they be on there
How
wilding.
do you know that they be on Finsta though? Like, is it like a whole, like, it's a Finsta app?
No, it's on Instagram.
Oh.
You just make a profile that's private. And then
why I'm not on it?
Make one.
Make me a Finsta.
Yeah, make one. I only have like 50 people on mine, but like I be removing people all the time because if you because girls are nasty on there. It's a lot of nasty girls on there that be busting it open and sucking it down.
You're lying.
No. And dudes be posting sex videos and dick vids and all this extra stuff. And I'm just like, get me out of here. Remove me. I do not want to see this. I'm here for jokes and being in people's business. And that's about it.
No, I like to see a little sex too.
I don't want to. I could just go on Twitter for that. Oh, my earrings look cute. Yeah, no, I could just go on Twitter for all that. But I do like, you need to get off Insta.
Is it like the new Snapchat?
No. Girl, how old are you? Why are you acting like you can't comprehend a fake page for you that nobody knows about except for people that you know?
I can't get into that. I get in trouble with my man.
You will. You actually will get in trouble because girls be on there cheating.
Then why you told me?
I mean, you're not going to be on there cheating. You're not going to be on there cheating.
I'm gonna just be looking at everybody's stuff.
Yeah, you can just like watch everybody's stuff too. You don't have to.
I'm so non-judgmental. Put me in y'all close friends.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in your close friends, but like the Finsta close friends is different. Rhythm, you got one?
I deleted my
Rhythm deleted her Finsta because they're too horny on there, and she made her a little wholesome Finsta. Now she got a wholesome Finsta. I'm not going to say the name of it, but it is funny.
What is it?
Can I say it? Rhythm's Diary.
That is cute.
It's Rhythm's Diary. And my Finsta is some raggedy ass name.
Is it?
I can't say on here. I don't want
Rob him, bro.
No.
Oh
no, rob him, because my Twitter is rob him, sis. But yeah,
I'm gonna get me a tweeter because look, I feel like I was like I needed to clear my name. I need to tweet something.
Oh my god, I need 200 characters for this shit. No, yeah, but Finsta's cool though. But it's just I bagged a couple baddies off of Finsta.
Such a lesbian.
I'm not talking about girls.
Oh,
yeah, I have, but you know they were weirdos. I'm not talking to nobody off Finsta ever again.
Really? Yeah, that's a whole new world that I don't even know about.
Yes, they were weird.
So you want to get into the advice segment?
Yes, let's get into it. Advice segment time.
Advice segment. Remember to tune into our Patreon.
Oh, yes, please.
We are going to do something tomorrow that we're probably going to
tell them? Let's tell them.
We're going
to go to a rage room tomorrow and we're going to vlog for you guys and just have a good old grand ghetto time.
Good old grand ghetto time. We should get drinks first too.
All right, I'm down.
So yeah, we'll do all of that, and you'll see it on our Patreon. So just tune in because we're way more we're personal here, but we're way more personal on Patreon.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
and our Patreon's going pretty well.
It is going well.
It's fun. We're getting there. We're getting there. Got videos up. Y'all can watch some vlogs, 20-minute, 30-minute vlogs if y'all want to see us more than one time a week. Because we know y'all do.
So tune into that. So I read this one.
Let me read it. You read the advice every freaking episode.
I like reading it.
Why? So you feel like Wendy Williams?
Yeah.
All right. Is this it?
No, the bottom one. That's why I read it.
Oh, there's a fly. I have a close friend where our friendship started at work and we got really close. My birthday recently passed, and don't get me wrong, I'm not a materialistic person at all, but for her birthday last November, I went all out. Took her to a fancy restaurant and paid over $300 for her tab and for the entire night out. We went out for my birthday and I didn't feel as if she celebrated me at all the same way that I did for her. For weeks leading up to my birthday, she kept talking about this gift she had planned on getting me, and even the night before my birthday, that when we hung out, she said that she had got me something but did not bring it because she still needs to put things together.
That's the end of it?
That's the end of it. This advice sucks. What does she want to know? Next.
No. So she's basically saying, I went all out, took her to a fancy restaurant. She said, did not bring because we still put things together.
We just read it.
I know. Basically, well, it was confusing when she read it, wasn't it?
Really? No, it was confusing.
But that's how I be too. I be stumbling. I'm like, these they got grammatical errors and I'm trying to read it.
No,
right.
She didn't even ask for advice.
Basically what she's saying is like, is she tripping? Or what should she do moving forward with the friendship?
She should shut her damn trap because the girl said she had the damn gift. So she might still get it. She don't know. It could be something really nice. And she over here complaining before she even get the gift.
Okay.
She didn't say my birthday came and she hadn't got me nothing. She said that the other girl was saying that she was still getting the gift together or putting it together. Like, that's why I'm confused. It's like, what are you asking here? But if she hadn't got you anything, I mean, I would probably feel a little type of way. But
yeah. She said she didn't bring it up the day of her birthday though. So her birthday is past. So she didn't bring it up at all.
Oh. I don't know.
People's financial situations are always different, and you really can't. I know sometimes for my birthdays, I've paid for my friends to do stuff with me just because I know that their financial situation isn't probably the same as mine at the moment. Everybody's up, everybody's down.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take it as personal, but just keep it noted.
I mean, I'm going to be real. Like, even for my friends' birthdays, like, we don't do gifts. Like, none of us really do gifts for each other's birthday. Not really. Yeah. Like, maybe something small or like, I got you a cake or, you know, like, I'll pay for dinner. Let's go out to dinner. Like, I don't know, type things like that. So
we'll do like cute little sentimental things. And I'm a sentimental person. So I love little gifts like that. So I love things that are really like kind of like thought out of. And like, you don't have to spend a lot of money. I be thinking sometimes when I be seeing these girls like post, say like, birthdays, I'm like, they friends got money. And I'm like,
for real.
I know what the hell they friends do too. And
you
I'm like,
what?
How do you buy that Chanel bag for your homegirl?
I might start actually buying my friends gifts so that they feel obligated to buy me gifts. I might spend me a little band so that you have to spend a little band. And then if you don't, I'm going to be mad at you.
That's not fair. I'll spend I'll do nice things. I will. I'll spend some money, but it just depends on like.
Keep in mind, she just bought me an iPad for no reason, y'all. Talking about, I don't know about that. Girl, she just spent $1,500 on me. For what? Just because she loves me. She's lying.
No, but I mean, I guess.
Yeah, we could start. I don't know.
Wait around.
Yeah, just wait around. I don't know.
Figure it out.
Just figure it out. Look, our advice sucks. Our advice sucks.
Send advice to our DM and we will answer it a little bit better. Please. And make it make sense.
And make sure you got a damn question to ask.
Yeah, make it make sense. Send it to Behind the Likes Pod.
On Instagram.
Yes. And maybe on our Patreon. You never know.
Yeah, go subscribe to the Patreon, y'all.
All right. Love you.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in. Episode 12, we will...
Bye.
Guys. Episode 12, we do have a guest this time.
We have a guest. We have a guest, and she's a good guest.
Y'all have actually...
requested her.
Requested her.
So next week is guest time, y'all. Bye.
Bye.